This video is presented by EA Gamechangers. Massive thanks to EA for flying me out to Berlin to attend the FIFA 19 Global Capture event. Enjoy the video, guys. Okay, so we're getting closer and closer to the launch of FIFA 19 Ultimate Team, so the squads are going to get a little bit more realistic from now on. I know I've done all of the icons and crazy stuff like that, but I know you guys are also going to be looking for something that you can build within the first week or two of playing FIFA 19. So, myself and AJ3, Andy, I'm sure you guys all know who he is, decided to put a couple of Bundesliga squads together and then go head to head in like a best of 3 in some games towards the end of the episode. So I need to build my squad. I'll then show you the team that Andy went and built in his Bundesliga team, and then I'll show you the clips that we got from our best of 3 games. So if you are new to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe, for more FIFA 19 Ultimate Team content. Don't forget to smash a thumbs up on the video, and of course leave your comments down below in the section. So I'm starting off with an 82 rated non-rare goalkeeper, Pavlenka. I figured relatively high rated, super tall, that's going to be useful, and he might fly under the radar a little bit being non-rare and of course hold a cheaper price than a lot of other players. We then have Jerome Roussillon, who is someone which I actually really enjoyed on FIFA 18. The Frenchman used to be in Liga and he's now in the Bundesliga, so this gives you a little bit of option for hybrids as well. You can link to a Bundesliga player and then link out to a Frenchman or someone from Ligue 1 or something like that. Seems like a good option to me. And then Lucas Klosterman, he used to be a silver, I believe, is now a gold with 84 pace, decent defending and physical for someone that is, well, 6'2". That's the real draw to this guy. Being tall towards the back post, hopefully going to help if, the ball comes flying back post for a header or something like that. Kevin Vogt is our next player. This is someone that was super solid at the start of FUT 18. Look at him, 76 pace, 81 defending, 80 physical, 6'4", decent medium work rates. His distribution will be alright as well. I'm excited to get him into my team. And then we have Manuel Akanji, who plays for Dortmund, 78 rated with tons and tons of pace, 80 pace to be exact, with, well, 70 dribbling, pretty good for a centre-back, 78 defending, 77 physical, 6'2". You can't really go wrong with a defence like that. I feel like this is going to be super solid. I'm not saying they're all going to be discard price, but if you plug away at it for a little while, play the game for a little bit, I'm sure they're not going to completely and utterly break the bank. So moving in to our 4 in the midfield, the diamond in our 4-1-2-1-2 second variant, I've gone with Jean-Philippe or it's probably just Bamin, isn't it? I probably need to not pronounce the G, but I'm terrible with pronunciation, so apologies for that. Just genuinely looks like a good CDM, 6'1", decent pace for someone who's that tall as well. Someone else that could do a great job as like a CDM2 would be Dennis Zakaria, 78 pace, 78 defending, 82 physical. The guy's 6'3", 3-star, like good dribbling and passing for someone of that rating and stuff. So was definitely someone I wanted to fit into the team, and of course would get a strong link to one of our centre backs as well, being both from Switzerland. We then have Thomas Delaney in the squad. He genuinely looks super well rounded. Look at it, nothing below 73, and that's his shooting. He's also got 83 physical. I feel like he's going to be a very popular centre mid in the Bundesliga this year, especially at the very start of the game. And then I thought I would inject some class into the squad. Emil Forsberg, a nice 82 rated player that I think people will just like look over because he's got 73 pace, 71 shooting. But take a look at the dribbling, take a look at the passing and the skill moves. I think he's going to be someone that you want in your squad. It's going to be like that's like a classy player with good distribution rather than just constant pace. Now I've got a little bit of a mix of both of those two things when we get up to the strike force. So we have Augustin up front, a Frenchman who plays for RB Leipzig. Now he's got 86 pace, so yes, I have fully gone for the pace on this player. 5'10", 4-star skill moves, 76 shooting on like a relatively starter player. I think that could do a good job. And then, of course, well, we've also added in, what is his name? Is it Kramaric? Yeah, Andrej Kramaric. 82 rated striker. He's not really got the pace, but take a look at the dribbling and shooting. 85 dribbling, 84 shooting, 4-star skills and weak foot. This is someone that's going to be able to net you goals, and even though he's not the paciest, you've got that in other departments on the pitch, like your other strikers quick, so maybe this can be the one that holds the ball up, you know, has a bit more class, dribbles with it, and then scores a banger with that 84 shooting. Could work quite nicely on FUT 19. So that's my team. So now we move over to Andy's team, and well, he actually started with and had quite a few of the same players in his overall starting 11 as me. You notice the goalkeeper, Kevin Vogt, and Akanji as well. He was also in Andy's team. So we shared quite a few players, which just goes to show you that when just looking through the Bundesliga, obviously these are the ones which stand out as like gems that aren't necessarily going to break the bank. But he's got a 4-3-3-4, so he's got some wingers. He's got Christian Pulisic in there. Weghorst, who's a big 6'6" striker, who obviously he wants as a target man, and then Konoplyanka out on one side as well. So he's got lots of pace out on the wings and in the cam spot, and then just one massive unit up front as a striker, like proper target man stuff. So that was Andy's game plan, I think. However, when I got into games, and what you're going to see here is the highlights from our best of 3, you know, who can get the most wins out of 3 games will crown the winner and you know, crown the best Bundesliga starter squad. But also, make sure you let me know in the comments section which team you prefer. Do you like my 4-1-2-1-2, or do you like the look of Andy's 4-3-3-4? You know, do you like your wingers and stuff? Let me know in the comments down below. So in this game, I would say that, to be fair, from the start, like, there was a lot more peppering of my goal than there was from me down his end. But, you know, it doesn't always play out that way, because I go down the other end and score probably one of the finer goals I've scored. And was actually with my left back as well. Like, what? What a goal from Roussillon right there. Yeah, he obviously just... I must have pressed like go on a run when I started passing from the back, and then he just almost ended up at the back post and was ready there to just bang it in the back of the net. Can Andy respond with this straight away though? Well, he goes with Weghorst, and it's a good save from my goalkeeper. I think we got about 2 minutes into playing, and he was like, oh, I've chosen the wrong striker. He's not got enough pace. I can't work with this. But moving on into the second half then, he goes for that shot, but you can see the height on my goalkeeper is really actually helping to like stop those shots and stuff. Was actually really impressed with him. I think he's going to be a good option for people to use. I think I've mastered the volleys and stuff a lot better than what Andy has done, based off of just watching a couple of them. But look at this right here. Just a really, really nice curved ball into the back of the net. Genuinely solid, and then, well, Weghorst was there to knock it into the back of the net. Bit of a tap-in, of course, but that's what you would expect from a player like him. I was just more impressed with the actual ball across. It sort of curved nicely, had a good amount of power on it, and completely just went past all of my defenders. So taking this one all the way up to like the 90th, I thought anyway, I thought we might be heading for extra time, but then that pops out of Forsberg's right foot, and oh my god, that's a really, really nice goal. Lovely finesse shot, of course, just sort of pulled it back a little bit so the defender wasn't on me, and then just struck it straight away, and he got an unreal amount of power behind it to go into the back of the net. So I actually take game number 1, and of course, what I want to just mention is that we did another video over on Andy's channel. So Andy's going to be putting one out. He might have already put it out, where we do this sort of thing, but with the best Premier League starter squads. And we actually did some like live commentating, talking through our teams towards the start of the video and that. So I feature within his video. So if you wouldn't mind checking his channel out, I'm sure you're all subbed to him already. But if you're not, I'll leave a link down below in the description. I'd appreciate you checking him out. You guys are awesome. So, second game comes around. Andy's already hit the post, and I'm feeling the pressure right now. He obviously needs to get a win to like keep himself in this, because if I win the second game, I've won the best of 3, right? So not the prettiest of goal, but one at the back post there for Konoplyanka to just simply tap home. I then play the ball into the box and get sived down by Kevin Vogt, and that, my friends, is of course going to lead to a penalty just before half time as well. Just what the doctor ordered. So, mean, when we watch the replay back, you can see that it's an absolute stonewaller. He's just completely knifed me in the back right there. But I go for the chip. I go for the dink because I figured he would dive, but I just put too much power on it. I think there was something wrong with penalties when we were playing at the capture event. They seem to go over and wide a lot, and it's something that I made sure I let the devs know so that they can hopefully make it, you know, right by the time we're all properly playing the game. But I score a goal that was offside, so I don't quite get back into this one. And then he whips a ball into the box, and, well, Weghorst, who actually has turned out to be a bit of a hero for Andy, just bikes it into the back of the net. Lovely, lovely goal. And, of course, makes it 2-0. 89 minutes on the clock. Obviously, I've lost this one, and it ties up. You know, we're 1-1 now, and it goes into the final game to see who's going to come out on top as the overall winner. So moving on into game number 3 then. Once again, Andy in the white, I'm in the black kit. He gets through with Conor Plianka nice and early, and that's a solid low-driven shot. Obviously, it's very difficult for a 6'5" goalkeeper to get down and save that, and it genuinely just went through his legs. I was a little bit surprised, but still, it was the perfect type of shot to take. I don't let that last for long, though, because Augustin goes down the other end and plonks one into the back of the net. Really, really nice finish. Perfectly green-timed and all of this sort of stuff. And then, well, that would have been a nice goal, wouldn't it? Some lovely one-touch football, and then the finesse shot from Forsberg actually hits the post. And we actually go into extra time. 90 minutes is up right now, guys, and we go into full-on extra time. And it is that man, Forsberg, once again. He has been instrumental for my team, and I do recommend picking someone like him up on the game, because I just think he added a level of class that some of the super pacey players don't necessarily have. But it didn't last long again. You know, end of the first half of extra time, Andy is able to get back in this guy. I've had a guy sent off during this time somehow. I think Kevin Vogt got sent off. And, well, we actually pushed this one all the way to a penalty shootout. I get my first penalty saved. Andy, well, he gets his saved as well. Good save from my goalkeeper right there. So we're drawing. We're level. I smack it over the bar. Andy, well, he then tries to dink it. I would have saved it if it did go down the middle because I didn't move at all. And there we go. I score the first goal. So I'm 1-0 up after 3 penalties here. And then I save his. So I'm actually, you know, it's currently advantage lasty. I smack the next one wide because, as I said, I feel like the penalties were a little bit broken. He sticks one just down the middle and levels it up. And then I hit him with a dink. And it actually worked that time. It didn't go flying over the bar. So I saved this one and, well, it's all over. You know, I've made enough saves. He's missed enough shots and I've scored enough to eventually come out as the winner, and Pavlenka decides that a dab is absolutely necessary to call me the victor. So there you go, guys. I am the overall winner, and my 4-1-2-1-2 squad is what we're going to class as the winning team here for the best cheap Bundesliga starter squad. Not necessarily something you're going to be able to get right at the very start, and yes, there may be some popular players in here that hold a higher price tag than I could possibly imagine, but I feel like after a little bit of time, these are going to be players which settle at nice and cheap prices, and you should be able to pick them up no problem. So smash a like on the video, make sure you sub to myself, sub to Andy, links will be in the description. Have a great day, most importantly, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.